All right, ladies, this is one of my go-to looks for the week. It lasts really long. It's super smooth. It's kind of bouncy. It's just really cute, very versatile. Every time I do my hair like this, I get a ton of compliments. And the best part is that it lasts a long time. Like I can get almost a week out of this look. And I'm going to show you today how to do it.
All right, ladies, first things first. So, this is the before, and I really want you to see this up close to see that my hair is not naturally straight. It is thick and it is very curly underneath. There's some real texture happening here. So, if your hair looks anything like this and you still want to get that smooth blowout, don't worry. It's totally doable at home with the right tools, products, and techniques that I'm going to show you. Starting with wet hair, we're going to brush it out. And I love to use these wet brushes because it really does a great job of getting through all my curls and texture, but it doesn't pull or tear. Then I go in with my holy grail product. It is the Frizzy's hair serum. I've seriously been using this stuff since high school. No exaggeration. It smooths, it tames frizz, controls flyaways, and it never weighs my hair down. This is a non-negotiable, especially if you have any sort of texture in your hair. Then for this look, we never want to blow dry straight soaking wet hair. So I always like to let my hair air dry as much as possible. I'm aiming for about 80% dry, and I tend to use a clip here because my hair is so thick. This just allows a little bit more air to get underneath and dry it. After about 45 minutes or so, it's usually in a good spot, and I remove the clip and just do a quick check. And you can totally see here just how curly my hair is underneath. And then I go in with a heat protectant. I was all out of my heat protectant, but I grabbed this one from my daughter's room and I will link it below. Next up, we are going to rough blow dry with purpose. Now, this step is important for three main reasons. Number one, it removes moisture overall. Number two, you can target dry sections like underneath. And number three, you can encourage the tight curls and the waves to relax by pointing the dryer down and even using your hand to rake through it. Next up, let's start sectioning our hair. I section it into 3 rows, bottom, middle, and top, and each row gets about 3 sections per side. Smaller sections means better smoothing and way less frustration. And after all of that, now it is finally time to go in with our Revlon dryer. Now for the technique. I take the one step and I do about 3 solid passes first. This tends to warm up the hair and it really starts relaxing that curl. I swear you can actually feel it, like the curl tension releases. Then, keeping tension on the hair, which is super important for smoothing, I will pull and then add a twist at the end. I usually do this a few times, or I'll do a couple different passes and then end with a finger twist. And here's where you can start to really see the difference of after versus where we started with that before. And now that we've got the technique down, I repeat that exact process for the rest of this whole bottom section. I will then do the exact same for that middle section as well. And when we get to the top, it's a little bit different, but the whole technique of having the heat with the tension and doing this pull twist motion is really what's going to get you smooth, bouncy hair. And once that bottom section is complete, what I will do is twist it up into a clip or a hair tie and kind of just allow it to cool in that curl form while I focus on the next sections. Now we're going to attempt to section off that middle part of my hair. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the top section to then just sort of twist it up into a clip to keep it out of the way. And then again, we're going to work in small sections to keep it more manageable. And then the technique is exactly the same. Working in those small sections, I run the brush through a few times, usually at least 3. I get it nice and warm, and you'll start to just feel the curl give. And then keeping tension on it, I'm more purposeful then with the pull and the twisty at the end. I always tend to run it through a couple times, taking great care to make sure I've got that tension and the pull and the twist, but that's pretty much it. And if you want to get fancy with it, you totally can. You can try to alternate the direction of the twisting at the end, maybe twisting sometimes forward and sometimes twisting backwards. Ultimately, what that's going to give you is a little bit more curl and bounce. And once that middle section is done, we're going to do the same thing we did with the bottom, which is twist it up and secure it to cool in that curl form while we can now focus on the top portion. And you're really seeing the before of the curls here. I use the same technique here that I did on the lower sections up top, where I'm drying it a little bit first, kind of adding some of that texture and giving it a twist at the end. But one of the changes that I make is I really do try to pull a little bit more up on the roots, as well as get the brush underneath by those roots to basically dry it with a bit more volume. And then once we get to those face framing sections, I like to angle the brush a little bit away from my face. I may play around with it a little bit, but for the most part, I really like it when those face framing sections are sort of curled outward versus inward. But you do what works best for you. As long as you've got a little bit of tension and a twist, you're going to wind up with a smooth, bouncy look. And then once you've got it in a place where you like what you see, we let the back section down, and you can tell overall we went from curly and kind of frizzy and crazy to something very smooth and sleek and bouncy. And a quick little 360 view here so you can see the back. It looks great. Seriously, my favorite.
All right, ladies, that's it. What do you think? All the products that I used and the tools will be listed below in the description. As always, I hope you really, really liked this video. Would love a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, all the things. And until next time, see ya.